Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. So glad you could attend. Yes, it is New Year's Eve. We're trying to pack in a few reviews yet before the end of the year, and I got another shorty for you, which is called Butchered. Now, Butchered is directed by Robbie Diaz and written by James Alcazar, and we get the story of a woman looking in the woods for where a very nasty act happened. She's looking for these killers. Something happened to her mom, and she's going out trying to investigate, and they come across this creepy warehouse and soon discover a grisly scene inside and find themselves soon on the run from someone known as Maggot Face. Butchered felt like a concept short. It felt like you were dropped in the middle of this storyline, and as it plays out, you can piece some things together of why the characters are in the woods and what they're looking for and all of that. But this really felt like it was meant to be part like a concept, a short film for an actual feature film, which I think would be interesting with all the characters that we have in here now. Ariana Jankovic, I think, does very well as the Sandy character, and Dominique Thiessen as Ashley. I really enjoyed these characters quite a bit. They sold the fact that they're in a horror film. And then Maggot Face, played by Alan Maxson. That's a creepy character. You know, I enjoyed him quite a little flashback to some more retro horror, villains. But yeah, I dug the Maggot Face. They didn't go too complicated with him, but pretty scary, especially when you see the work that Maggot Face does. Now, it also takes another turn to where I can see some influences from like Texas Chainsaw Massacre as the short plays out, which I got that vibe from, some of that influences in there. And yeah, I enjoyed how they played with the lighting and the camera work as well with this, kind of keeping things in the shadows, and the way they handled the Maggot Face as well, doing a little bit of film trickery or video trickery on him, and all adding up to a creepy short film. I just wish the audio maybe would have been a little bit better in this film. I mean, it was decent, but it did stand out in a few spots and kind of took me away from it a little. There are some very good practical gore effects in here. Seriously, when she goes in the warehouse and finds Maggot Face's work area, yeah, it's pretty gruesome scene, and there's a couple of brutal things that happen that Maggot Face does to his victims that I was just like, ooh. So there's a lot of good in Butchered, and I would definitely like to see this maybe expanded a little bit more into a feature film, getting to the story of, maybe what happened to her mom, why she's in the woods, the events leading up to that, and then what happens after this. So Butchered, Robbie Diaz, put as much information as always down below if you can get a chance to check it out where you can. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and it's why I love these short films, because they get in, they get out, they give you their ideas, and you can always see where they might have room to expand these ideas. So please check out our Patreon if you haven't already. We got a lot of great stuff there. Do all the things here with YouTube that you can do, and I appreciate the support. Look forward to some other great stuff on our channel with the new year, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.